I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know how I'm gonna start off this video. I don't know how I'm even gonna do this video. But I just know one thing and one thing for certain. JaMaine Ortiz got robbed tonight. First of all, before I even break down the fight and my analysis of the fight, 117 to 111 for a scorecard for Teofimo Lopez. Are you kidding me? You gave Teofimo Lopez 9 rounds. The most I've gave Teofimo Lopez was like 5 rounds. I had Ortiz pretty much dominating the fight. There was no clear rounds that I could give Teofimo Lopez. The only clear round I gave Teofimo was the 12th round. Besides that, there was no clear-cut round that I gave Teofimo. Ortiz had multiple clear rounds though, and you scored the fight 9-3. I'm gonna start off by saying this: if I'm Teofimo Lopez, I would stay far. I wouldn't even utter Terrence Crawford's name. Terrence Crawford will beat the brakes off of Teofimo, especially after that performance. I kid you not, that performance will look way worse than what Bud did to Errol Spence. I could guarantee you that. And as far as Haney, forget about it. He not gonna fight Haney, bro. He not gonna fight Haney. But the reason I say that, it corresponds to what I'm about to say and breaking down this fight and my analysis of the fight. So let's break it down. The main problem Teofimo had was cutting off the ring. Now people just think it's cutting off the ring. I seen more than just Teofimo struggling to cut off the ring. But let's break down why is he having troubles cutting off the ring. Teofimo have an issue with lunging in, and when you lunge in, you give up your position, so therefore you can't cut off the ring. 2, Teofimo Lopez have a huge issue with crossing his feet, which also gives up your position to cut the ring off. And 3, Teofimo Lopez have a huge problem getting squared. It's multiple times where Teofimo would get squared. You can't cut off the ring if you're squared. That also explained why JaMaine Ortiz was able to exit outside of Teofimo, and not just exit, he was able to escape himself off the rope to get into the center of the ring. There were multiple times in this fight where JaMaine Ortiz was turning Teofimo. He would pivot around Teofimo. He done that multiple times in this fight. Teofimo Lopez has major footwork flaws, but his athleticism gives him a get out of jail free pass, so people bypass that, people overlook it. But this fight, it showed it. When you look at a Devin Haney, yeah, he'll walk forward, but Devin Haney will also turn you. Devin Haney will also pivot around you. And the thing about pivoting, something that I noticed with Teofimo, he don't escape. He don't take a step back. Teofimo would sit there and get stuck in a Philly shell. I've seen that multiple times in this fight too. Ortiz, right? Being that he fought this whole entire fight as a southpaw. Ortiz, what he'll do, he'll go on a weak side angle and try to punch off the angle, right? The counter to that is what Teofimo did when he fought Lomachenko, or just simply taking a step back. What Teofimo did when he fought Lomachenko was, when Loma was trying to get that angle, Teofimo, he pushed him off. He didn't allow for that to happen. He allowed for Ortiz to get those angles. But not only did he allow it, he stayed stuck in the Philly shell. That's why he was able to get those angles. When somebody is trying to turn and pivot around you to get the weak side angle, the immediate counter is to take the step back. Once you take a step back, that negates everything. There is no weak side angle at that point because you negated it. I didn't see that from Teofimo as well. And to address all of the,
oh, he was just running, Ortiz just ran the whole entire night, he just ran.
I agree with Terrence Crawford when he said the name of the game is to hit and not get hit. I agree with that. And I could also see from your standpoint why you also give Teofimo rounds, because to the judges' eyes, to the fans' eyes, it looked like Teofimo is the one pushing the pace. But let me explain it. It is not your opponent's job to make the fight easy for you. JaMaine Ortiz had a game plan. He stuck by that game plan. His game plan was to move laterally. And just like how I brung it up earlier in the video, Teofimo had footwork problems. So when you get squared, when you lunge in, and on top of that, he wasn't following up with punches. If you watch that fight back, Teofimo would legit throw singular punches from the mid-range to get inside of Ortiz. Oh, that sounds crazy. He would throw punches from the mid-range to close the gap in on Ortiz to start throwing combos and stuff like that. But once again, when you're lunging in, you're giving up your position to cut off the ring. Not only that, you throwing singular punches. Like he didn't initiate a lot of offense within that fight. When you just throwing a singular jab, or you're throwing a straight, or you're throwing one singular hook, that's easy to time. And once again, you're not taking the initiative to cut off the ring. That's why Ortiz was moving freely the way how he did. So if anything, if y'all didn't like the performance of the fight, you gotta blame Teofimo Lopez, bro. Because Ortiz was doing what he was supposed to do, moving side to side. And once again, he's moving side to side, bro. Cut off an angle, stop him from going right, throw a hook, or if you're trying to close in the gap, double jab, feint him. He didn't do any of that. I didn't see any of that. But also, I want to give credit to Ortiz because I seen a lot of educated explosiveness from Ortiz, and that was bothering Teofimo. Because again, Ortiz is also an explosive fighter, but he wasn't as loud with it as Teofimo was, and that was also bothering him. Because Ortiz, he could be patient, and then boom, he could just explode and hit Teo, and that was bothering him because he couldn't find the time. So it was a lot of mental obstacles that Teofimo wasn't prepared for, and you can see it clearly in that fight. Ortiz was legit bothering this man, and I'm very upset that he lost this fight. I'm actually mad for Ortiz because, in my opinion, I thought it was a clear-cut win for Ortiz, especially with a scorecard like 117 to 111. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know too much about judging cards off of numbers. I just judge, the fight based on rounds. So I did a little research and I looked it up. 9 rounds to 3? Really? 9? You gave him 9 rounds to 3? But on that note, because as you can see, I'm a little bothered. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button. And if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell to all so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And like always, it's your boy Remy. I love you guys. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.